When the U.S. Army is engaged in combat, it does not operate alone. It conducts operations as a total force, acting in concert as light, armored, and special operations forces. These active and reserve components provide a balanced and versatile force mix, increasing the options available to the field commander. Each type of force is unique and possesses varying degrees of deployability, sustainability, lethality, and survivability. However, with the current downsizing, these combat elements will operate jointly and may operate with combined or interagency forces to accomplish future missions. Mindful of this critical need for force integration, the Commander-in-Chief of the U.S. Special Operations Command, U.S. SOCOM, has directed that Special Operations Forces, SOF, will support regional unified commands. The U.S. SINCSOC may, however, be directed to plan and conduct a special operation unilaterally. Special operations are actions conducted by specially organized, trained, and equipped military and paramilitary forces to achieve military, political, economic, and psychological objectives by non-conventional means in hostile, denied, or politically sensitive areas. They are conducted in peacetime, conflict, and war, independently or in coordination with operations of general-purpose forces. Politico-military considerations frequently shape special operations, requiring clandestine, covert, or low-visibility techniques and oversight at the national level. Special operations usually differ from conventional operations in their operational techniques, mode of employment, independence from friendly support, and dependence upon detailed operational intelligence and indigenous assets. U.S. SOCOM exercises command of the three Service Special Operations Commands, Army, Air Force, and Navy, as well as the Joint Special Operations Command. The Army Special Operations Command prepares Army Special Operations Forces to successfully conduct worldwide missions in peace, conflict, and war. These operations support regional combatant commanders, American ambassadors, and other agencies as directed. In order to accomplish its mission and provide combat-ready Army Special Operations Forces, USASOC must organize, train, educate, man, equip, fund, administer, sustain, mobilize, and deploy its active and reserve component forces. USASOC is a major Army command and is the Army Component Command of U.S. SOCOM. It has two major subordinate units, the 75th Ranger Regiment and the 160th Special Operations Aviation Regiment, and four major subordinate commands. Special forces are aligned under the United States Army Special Forces Command. Civil affairs and psychological operations fall under the United States Army Civil Affairs and Psychological Operations Command. The United States Army Special Operations Support Command provides integration of RSOF activities with theater support activities to provide continuous and responsive sustainment to deployed forces. The fourth major subordinate unit is the United States Army John F. Kennedy Special Warfare Center and School. The primary mission of the center and school is to provide the doctrine, training, leader development, organization, materiel, and soldier development to special forces, civil affairs, and psychological operations forces. The center and school shares mission responsibility for the Rangers and Special Operations Aviation with the infantry and aviation schools, respectively. Additionally, the center and school is charged with the responsibility for ensuring Army Special Operations doctrine is integrated into and is compatible with Army multi-service and joint doctrine. Army Special Operations Forces consist of Special Forces, Civil Affairs, Psychological Operations, Rangers, and Special Operations Aviation. Army Special Operations Forces have a wide range of skills which are useful across the entire spectrum of military operations. Due to their training and mission profiles, our SOF are specially well suited for military operations other than war. Organized in small, independent operational detachments, Special forces are prepared to conduct special operations in areas that are normally denied to general purpose forces due to political, tactical, environmental, or geographical constraints. Their special training is ideal in these areas, and their language training, interpersonal skills, level of maturity, and regional orientation significantly contribute to their utility and to their ability to act as force multipliers. The primary missions of special forces are direct action, unconventional warfare, special reconnaissance, foreign internal defense, and counterterrorism. In addition to their primary missions, special forces participate in a number of collateral activities. These include, but are not limited to, security assistance, humanitarian assistance, anti-terrorism and other security activities, counter-narcotics, personnel recovery, disaster relief, support to the U.S. Civil Authority, and support to coalition forces and special activities. Civil affairs refers to those interrelated military activities that embrace the relationship between the military forces located in an area and the civil authorities and population in that same area. CA forces serve as force multipliers during both war and military operations other than war. Civil affairs personnel have functional specialties in government, economics, public facilities, and in specialty areas such as civil information and cultural affairs. The active Army has a basic capability in some of the functional specialty tasks required to conduct these missions. However, it cannot maintain the high degree of skills required for all civil affairs operations. Many of these operations require specific civilian skills that the reserve component can best maintain. Civil affairs personnel function within two primary mission areas: civil military operations and civil administration. Civil military operations include foreign nation support, populace and resources control, humanitarian assistance, military civic action, and civil defense. Civil administration includes civil assistance, civil administration in friendly territory, and civil administration in occupied territory. Psychological operations are planned programs, products, and actions that channel foreign target audience behavior in support of U.S. national objectives and the commander's intent. Army Psychological Operations Forces plan, conduct, and support three interrelated PSYOP missions to include strategic, operational, and tactical PSYOP. Psychological operations personnel include print specialists, broadcast specialists, and tactical support specialists with specialized training in languages and foreign cultures. PSYOP personnel are force multipliers due to their ability to influence large target audiences. PSYOP print specialists provide print support to deployed PSYOP battalions, including the production of high-volume printed products such as leaflets, newspaper, magazines, books, and posters. PSYOP broadcast specialists provide quality video and audio products, video camera teams, TV broadcast facilities, and high-power radio stations. Tactical support personnel disseminate tactical PSYOP products through loudspeaker messages, handbills, leaflets, and face-to-face communications. The Ranger Regiment consists of 3 Ranger battalions. It is a unique light infantry unit. Its specially selected, equipped, and trained soldiers provide the National Command Authority with the capability to rapidly deploy a military force to any region of the world. The Ranger Regiment's primary mission is direct action. Direct action operations may support or be supported by other special operations forces. They may also be conducted independently or in conjunction with conventional military operations. The Rangers provide national planners with an unmatched force entry capability. Other Ranger missions include rescue and evacuation operations and other missions as directed. Army Special Operations Aviation plan and conduct special air operations in support of special operations forces. Because of current force structure and contingency requirements, the regiment does not normally deploy as a single unit. Instead, it task organizes aviation assets into smaller elements to perform specific missions. These aviation assets may operate under the operational control of the Theater Special Operations Command, SOC, the Joint Special Operations Task Force Commander, JSOF, or the Army Special Operations Task Force Commander, RSOF. They normally co-locate with the supported unit. Special Operations aviation missions include insertion, resupply, and extraction of Special Operations forces, visual reconnaissance in support of Special Operations, extraction of selected personnel or material in support of personnel recovery and assisted evasion and recovery, armed attacks, and the support and facilitation of command and control of Special Operations. RSOF supports general-purpose forces through a variety of means. These may include conducting initial assessments prior to the deployment of the general-purpose forces, assisting procurement of local resources and services, serving as liaison with other forces and agencies, and conducting combat operations such as direct action and special reconnaissance. Civil affairs and psychological operations units are normally attached to the supported general-purpose force. Special Operations Forces missions routinely require synchronization with general-purpose forces. Depending on the situation, the Special Operations Command and Control Element, SOCC, or Special Operations Coordination Element, SOCORD, will be the point of contact for synchronization. The SOCORD is an organic functional staff element of the Corps' G3. As such, it has staff responsibility for special forces and Ranger integration in each of the 7 battlefield operating systems functional areas. It is essential to realize that the SOCORD is a staff element of the Corps and is not part of the command and control structure of supporting Special Operations Force units. The Special Operations Command and Control Element, or SOCC, advises the General Purpose Forces Commander on the capabilities of Special Operations Forces operating within the General Purpose Forces area of operation. The SOCC provides battlefield synchronization and, when directed, assumes tactical control of Special Operations Forces within the area of operations. The United States must have credible and competent military options to protect its national interest. During any military operation, integration of armored, light, and special operations forces enables the U.S. Army to successfully conduct operations in concert with joint, combined, and interagency forces.